Very good morning to all my media friends, Chairman of Laika Group, Mr. Subhaskaran, Mrs. Subhaskaran, distinguished guest, my dear members of the Executive Committee of Football Federation of Sri Lanka, my dear beloved media friends, ladies and gentlemen. I will, for the benefit of everybody, I'll speak in English. Of course, I can speak in Sinhala and Tamil also. ඔබතුමන්ලට ප්‍රශ්න අහන වෙලාවේදී මම හිතන්නේ සිංහලෙන් ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්නට උත්තර දෙන්න පුළුවන් தமிழில் யாராவது கேள்வி கேட்கணும்னு சொன்னால் தமிழ்ல கேள்வி கேட்கலாம் இப்போதைக்கு I'll do it in English for everybody's benefit. Basically, as all media is aware, the Sri Lanka football is on the rise for past few months. We have witnessed a lot of events, a lot of changes, a lot of energy, a lot of new initiatives. I've been talking to all the media friends. I don't want to repeat it again. But of course, we are changing football into people's game. We are changing football into people's game because truly football is a people's game. Our national team, I'm very proud to say, that becoming stronger and stronger than ever before. Because we brought some professional players who are playing in different leagues in the world, in Europe, in Asia, in America, in Africa, in every part. The players who belongs to Sri Lanka, either mother or father is Sri Lankan, so we brought them back. Some of the wonderful top players, now they've joined Sri Lankan national team and it is becoming stronger and stronger, and then we are moving towards the victory. As a result, Sri Lanka national team, Mr. Chairman, is start winning the international games in the recent past. Heading on with playing with some of the European countries, some of the African countries, Oceania countries, we are now start winning because of our initiative. And winning has become a reality now. However, today I'm not going to talk about our national team, our vision towards winning the South Asian Championship next year, which is going to be third year. I have already spoken to media many times, but today is the day that we are going to talk about the future. Today is the day we are going to join hand with Laika Foundations, one of the prominent group, to talk about our future. Our future is our youth. Our future is on youth in everything. It can be education, it can be any sector, in sports as well. So we have built our national team in a stronger way, but now we are getting to the second stage of building our future with the youth. So this is a reason we thought that we will come up with a very strong youth official league in Sri Lanka than any other sports. You name, there are about 67 sporting federations in Sri Lanka, but football is the only game played in every corner of this country. We have about 35 to 50,000 players who are playing every day in and day out these competitions. So we are structuring with a new youth competition called Y19. We call it Youth 19. Why Y19? Is because from next year onwards, FIFA is introducing under 20 World Cup every year to the world. So there is going to be 32 teams going to take part every year in the world, where Asia will get about 6 slots. Probably future, you may see one of the Sri Lankan team will start qualifying to the under 20 World Cups. Similarly, under 17 World Cup is also going to be played every year by FIFA. So this is a positive start by FIFA to the world, so that every child is getting an opportunity to play a World Cup. That changed their lives a lot. When we focus about under 19, because it leads to under 20 World Cup, but of course, this is also an age which determine the pathway of a youth. Just out of the school, whether he is going to go towards a professional sports or professional career, or whether he is going somewhere else. So this is a time that his mind is getting into different moods. So what we are thinking is football can shape their minds and their lifestyles and their career with a competition, social message, guidance through these competitions. So this Y19, Youth 19, we call it a brand, I'm sure is going to be, with your support, Mr. Chairman, is going to be one of the strongest brand in this country, probably in Asia. Because when we launch this Y19 concept with Asian Football Confederation President who was here in Sri Lanka last month, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Thani from Bahrain. He is the President of Asia with 47 countries. They loved it because this is something that unique that Sri Lanka is launching to the world with a massive participation. Now we will have two stages. The first stage, we have 55 cities who are members to football federations, like Jaffna, like Mullaitivu, like Vavuniya. So we have 55 cities who are members of our federation. Each of these leagues will field 8 teams of under 19. So which is amounted to about 440 teams. From north to south, east to west, everywhere there is going to be 440 teams. And each team, remember, we have a 25 player squad, which means we are talking about 11,000 players playing at the same time in every weekend, in every part of the country, in every district. So this massive initiative is going to give an opportunity to every child who really have a talent towards a national team. So once we finish the first round, the first stage, where all the cities will play, our technical team will go and select the best players in those cities, and they will set up a district team like the mini national team. So we have 25 districts in Sri Lanka, but we have merged Hambantota and Monoragala together because the population and the football teams are less. So we made it at 24. So 24 districts will field 24 teams played in 4 groups like World Cup and then vying for the championship of this youth league. So 24 districts will have different owners, the best of the best players, the celebrities, the businessmen, everybody will start supporting these district teams. The good thing is each district is going to be played home and away. For example, Jaffna will play with Mullaitivu, and Mullaitivu again will go and play in Jaffna. So that is like a double-header game, so that entire district can enjoy the football atmosphere, and then we call it the football carnival. So basically, as I told you before, the Y19, Youth 19 will discover new talents and give every talent an opportunity to go towards the national team. And this is going to be one of our structured pathway to the national team. Because what happened right now is when we pick the national team players, some of these talents are hidden, some of these talents are unknown for us, some of these talents are unseen. So this competition with 11,000 players are going to give an opportunity for everybody to come out and tap the door towards the national team. Already, Mr. Chairman, I think there is about 5 talented players from North and East are playing our national team unlike before, and which is a good sign because if you travel, you have traveled many times in North. Football is number one in North and East. Football is, I know you own a cricket team as well, but football is the game, the life of the Northern people. Even during the time of conflicts, even during the time of tsunami, even the time of all these turbulences, football is the game that was kept them alive, kept them motivated, kept them united. So we are truly making use of football as a tool to connect communities, and also we are trying to make use of the work, good work that you are doing, your foundation is doing, to use football as a tool to embed some of these social messages to the community. So in summary, Youth League, 11,000 players, 55 cities, 440 teams, about 1,000 coaches and referees, 25 districts, over 1 million fan engagement. This is massive, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what we are building. To build this, we need a strong partnership. We are the governing body of Sri Lankan football, but we need a partnership to grow and to make this journey. I have hijacked a word from one of my good friends from your CMO 2 days ago. He was talking about from the people, for the people. I just grabbed that word and I used it here. I hold the rights now. Thank you so much. So this partnership, ladies and gentlemen, is the beginning of a new era towards a journey to make social changes, to make youth, both men, girls and boys together in different format, to shape the next generation toward disciplined and well-organized future. So I will now leave this, the footballing part for you, which we have given you some media release, a brief in English, but of course by evening we will give you Tamil and Sinhala version as well. You have a responsibility, ladies and gentlemen, the media, to support this initiative, because without you, this cannot reach the people. Without you, this cannot reach the villages. So you have a responsibility to support us, join hand with us to take this message, because this is not just a competition. This is shaping the future. So to talk about what Leica Foundation is, what the good work they are doing right here in Sri Lanka and across the world, I will leave to a good friend, Frank will talk about more. Maybe there's a video that will elaborate, but he will talk about Leica, which I have talked about football. I'll leave it to you, Frank.